I want to show you guys how I get to start the dog on the e-collar, how I condition the dog to the e-collar so that they know that it's me communicating with them. And the first thing they're going to learn is no and to calm down after feeling this sensation. I'm going to claim food to do this. I'm going to claim space, usually the door. And then I'm going to go immediately into his problem, which is dogs. And you're going to see that everything in the dog world, if I become the leader in his eyes, meaning I'm the one who's going to have first dibs on all the resources, then I can then say no to any of them, and he has to disengage. It doesn't matter if it's a dog, if it's a person, if it's a squirrel, if it's a piece of food, if it's a location, it doesn't matter. First thing I do with a dog that comes in is I have the conversation. I'm in control. I'm not trading any commands or anything. I'm having the conversation saying, and I'm the one who's claiming all the resources, and I'm using the e-collar to build that leverage because what does he go home on? The e-collar. Again, this is something I do with every dog, day one, first 10 to 15 minutes. Notice in one hand I have the e-collar, and the other hand I have the leash, okay? So a lot of this stuff looks easy, but if you freeze the frame and you look at me, you can see I'm prepared. There's no way he's gonna get to that food and I'm not gonna be able to get to my e-collar or get him away from it, okay? What I'm not doing is that I'm not doing this without a leash and like the e-collar over there on the table and dropping the food and trying to figure it out. I'm ready. This is called a setup. We say the word no, followed by e-collar pressure, and then guidance with the leash, okay? And if you watch our videos, that's kind of like everything. Okay. Smells the pepperoni. I hope he goes for the break. The idea is I want him to go for it. No. Good. No. Click, click. Move them away. Good boy. Once he's over here, you know, depending on your style, depending on the attitude of the dog, he can get a reward. Good boy. Break. No. Good. Good boy. So he has to know that that's my sound of disapproval, and this backs me up. Now it's time to claim. I want to claim a resource, but I also want to claim space, and I also want to start controlling his movements using sit, and then we move on to the dog stuff. So next, I'm going to claim space. I'm going to tell him not to go into this room. It's a very important thing to be able to do with your dog. After this conversation, you have a dog who is much more respectful to you. No. Pressure on, pressure off. Good boy. Ooh, he tooted. Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom. Break, break. Maybe we let a little pause again. Do. No. Good boy. Very good. I like how so it's important to see how the dog reacts after the correction. He definitely turns and orients himself towards me a little bit, which is always a good sign. Common mistake. You put this on a dog, you think they know what to do with it. Common mistake. I'm actually teaching right now. No. After each correction, tap, 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 I calmed him down. Here's the secret that everybody wants to know. How do you get this to mean calm down? It doesn't stop until you do. Right? So use calming commands like sit and down, and sit's really easy. So if I say no for that jump, and I said tap, 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 I was continuing to tap until he went into a sit and relax, and then it went away. So all throughout the program, from day one, they are understanding that this means I disagree with what you're doing, and it also means relax. I want respect from the dog. I want to have that conversation of hierarchy right now. As soon as you step into my house, it's like we have something to talk about. But this is the beginning. Look at what I'm creating, right? So you can't just put this on and just start saying no and clicking and expecting him to behave accordingly. That's where you get reports of dogs doing this and flipping out. It's like, it made him worse. It's like, well, you didn't train. You just threw this on and started pushing buttons. So now I'm claiming space. I'm teaching him this means no. I'm teaching him this means relax. Now what I'm going to do is start controlling his movements. Okay, letting him know that I can be in control of his movements. Again, I'm going to tell you to break it down. Claim resources, control movements. Within the first 10 to 15 minutes, if you can, or first session at least, and then watch what this will provide me. Then you'll say, well, why isn't he reacting to these dogs? Because I told him not to, and he understands the language, and he accepts me as given direction. This is relationship building. It doesn't take long. Okay, with a dog who's not nervous of me and think that I'm dangerous, this doesn't take long. He's a happy-go-lucky guy. He already trusts me, so I don't need to go after trust. I just need to go after respect and start laying down rules. Sit. He already knows sit. Good boy. So what I need to teach now is if he gets up, no, click, puts him back in a sit. This reinforces calmness with the e-collar. Applied. So if he goes to get up, no, correction, back to the sit with the leash. Okay? Sit. Good. Start doing circles. Be prepared to give your correction when they pop up. He didn't pop up, so I immediately need to say, I need something to get him to pop up. I need something. Somebody trained this dog a little bit. No, tap, sit. Good boy. Okay? That's the trigger. Clean that one up. Gotta find triggers for this guy. Good. You want to baby talk him?
Oh my gosh. Hi, sir. Who's the cute boy? Hi.
No. Sit. So I said click, 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 click until the butt hit the ground, or you can just hold, but I do clicks all the time for some reason. And then he sat. So after a few of these, what I'm going to get within this session is I'm not going to need the leash to tell him to sit. He's going to rely on this. So that's what I look for. I want to know that he doesn't need my leash guidance to go back into that sit. So we're starting to let him know we're going to be able to control your movements. We're going to be able to disagree with behaviors. We're going to be able to tell you to calm down. All with the e-collar. This is building the communication. We haven't even got the pressure and release with like prong or anything. This is all straight human to dog interaction communication with this being part of our system now. Okay? Good. So many people say no to the dogs and the dog doesn't listen. Good. And look at the level of contact I got from him. He knows that I have something to do with his freedom now. Good boy. And so I will also reward, because we want to capture those good decisions. All of our rewards should be calm rewards, meaning it doesn't alter the state of mind into excitement. Okay, so if I say good boy and he starts getting excited, that's not the type of reward I'm looking for. Good boy. No. Sit. Good. That's what I'm looking for. Good. Good boy. I want that leashless communication. I want him to understand this e-collar is me. And it does happen very fast. 90% of dogs, it happens just as fast. Some dogs, they take a little more time. Good. Good job. I just cut my finger again. And I'd really love to know what keeps cutting me. So I'm just going to grab a dog now because I did a little bit of this work here. And I'm going to let him see the dog, and I'm going to immediately tell him no when he sees that dog. And what that's going to produce is disconnection, and he's going to calm down. Probably going to utilize the sit because I'm teaching him to calm. He can't just get up right now, and he knows that. So I got control of movement. He's accepted that fact, and he's accepted the fact that I'm going to control the resources. So now when we see a dog, it's going to make it a heck of a lot easier for me to just say nope, and he's going to say, oh, okay. Or if he wants to go down that road of having a big battle, we do it right now. Day one, first 15 minutes. Let me tell you who I am. Hi, my name's Josh, right? I'm in control while you're here. You need to know that within the first 10 to 15 minutes, in my opinion, okay? You filming? Okay, good. So, right there. Let's see, he's not in a command, intentionally. I don't want him in a command. I want to see what he's going to do authentically. Curious, interest. Okay? Sniffing, that's very social behavior. Good. Good. And he's coming to me for direction. Took a little longer than I'd like. I would have liked to see him look at the dog and immediately at me, but he did it within the first 30 seconds, which is pretty good. And I never clicked on the e-collar, I never did anything. However, it's very easy at this point, usually in my experience. If he started to get intense, like with Tyson, you guys go back and watch that video, after this work, I'm able to pretty well easily say no and they disengage and relax. If there's going to be a fight, then we just take care of it right then and there. But a lot of the times, this little communication beforehand really cleans things up. So if you just take the e-collar away, the dog whispering way to do it would be to make your sound of disapproval. You could say no, you can shh, and then you get up and you follow through. You follow a dog around, make that eye contact. You stand here without letting them move away. They relax. Some call it submit, walk away. What are we doing? We're adding in the e-collar. We're saying no, start our tapping as we're walking. Get the dog to stop moving. They relax. E-collar goes away, so doesn't my body. Now that's one of the easiest ways to get a dog to learn that this means to relax. There's one that's even easier though, and that's to use the sit. Okay, the sit is the easiest way. So you take your leash, you say no, you start tapping on the e-collar, put your dog into a sit. Once they sit and they truly look like they're starting to relax, then we release the pressure of the e-collar and the social pressure of me standing there expecting something out of them. And then they learn to relax. So in this room, nobody's in a command, but nobody's allowed to get up and start wandering. And I didn't have to say a whole English sentence of, okay guys, we're in the kitchen now, I don't want any wandering, okay? That you can't do. We catch people doing it all the time, and you know, as a trainer, it drives you nuts because you know that the dog doesn't understand any of that. So what do? We wait for them to try to get up, and we have the conversation there. No, we make them relax, we leave them alone. So they get the idea very fast that we don't want you just wandering around this house, okay? That's called claiming. For me, I've been calling it claiming space. It's technically a resource. It's all about claiming resources right now. That's what the leader does. They take control over the resources. So this guy now finds me relevant and within the first 10 to 15 minutes of me knowing him, and that's how we're starting our relationship.